Frugal parenting is how I raise two kids on one income without feeling broke or overwhelmed. It's not about being cheap, it's about choosing peace over pressure. I don't spend on things we don't need, I don't chase trends, and I don't feel guilty for saying no. I used to think good parenting meant spending more, but my kids, they did need more stuff. They needed more of me. So frugal parenting gave me time, calm, and the freedom to build a life that actually works. If you're parenting on one income or just tired of the pressure to spend, this video is for you. So let's get into it. I'm Tony. I've been a single dad for over 3 years, raising two young kids. I'm just sharing my experiences to help others. Being frugal isn't punishment, it's power. I live this way by choice, not because I'm broke or extreme, but because I value my freedom. Years ago, I found Dave Ramsey, and his mindset around debt being the enemy really stuck with me. I left college with zero debt. That alone gave me a head start. And once I had kids, everything sharpened. I started to ask real questions. Do I need this? Is this helping me long term? Is this purchase going to make me a better dad or just a distracted one? Most people spend to impress, I spend to grow. I stopped chasing status and started investing in what matters: my skills, my health, and my kids' future. Stocks over sneakers, books and courses over gadgets, system over noise. I became frugal because I want more time. I want peace, and I want the mental space to show up every day for my kids without worrying how I pay for it. I grew up with nothing: in government housing, tight budgets, and on some nights, tight meals. That experience rewired how I think about money. Now, as a parent, I refuse to let the girls feel that same anxiety. I never want them to wonder how I was going to put food on the table. I never want them to see me stressed about money. That's where this lifestyle began. Not with money, but with a mindset. Even during COVID, when everything felt unstable, I had a cushion because I already built the habit of living on less. Being frugal gave me margin, and that margin gave me peace. This isn't about being afraid to spend, it's about being confident that I can stop spending and still be okay. When you grow up with nothing, you learn to protect everything, and that mindset has shaped every decision I have made to date. The less I have, the better I live. That's the core of it. I don't chase trends or upgrades or stuff I forget about in a month. Everything in my space is there for a reason. I clear out the noises, not just for me, but for my girls too. They don't have rooms filled with toys. They got space to think, space to play, space to grow. And I'm not being strict, it's just about being free. We don't waste time cleaning up piles of stuff. We don't argue about what to buy. We focus on what matters: time together, quiet times, and just living with intention. When your space is simple, your mind slows down. And when your mind slows down, your parenting gets better. A simple life just lets us breathe better. And when you're raising kids, every breath is definitely worth it. If you're tired of working hard just to feel behind and you want more control, more peace, and more time for your family, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. So I used to think that success was all about titles and pay raises, and yeah, more money does help. But here's the trap. Every time I earned more with promotions and bonuses, I started spending more. New place, new tech, new distractions. It felt like progress, but really, I was just moving sideways. And once I had kids, the game changed. Now, when I get extra income, I don't upgrade, I invest. In my kids' 529 college accounts, in my retirement, in tools that buy me more time. Wealth isn't what people see, it's what you don't have to worry about. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not waking up with anxiety because of bills. That's the real flex. And honestly, no one needs to see it but me. Because financial peace doesn't need validation, it just needs discipline. So the toys, the subscriptions, the daycare, I used to spend on all of it. But the more I paid, the more I felt trapped. Like I was working just to stay afloat. So I started cutting. I told my friends and family, please do not get them toys, because I don't need a ton of toys of what we already had. Now the girls, they play with less, but actually enjoy it more. And I'm not constantly cleaning or managing a room full of stuff. I cut down our spending so we can have more energy, more present, and more time. Every dollar you don't spend on things you don't need buys you space to focus on what you do. So every week, I reset. I open up my budget, I check my transaction, I look at my network to see if it went up or down, because I want to know where I stand and where I'm going. I use a simple Google Sheet, nothing fancy, but it works because I actually use it. And I also automate everything. When money comes in, some of it moves to a saving account or an investment automatically. I don't have to think about it, there's no guilt involved. One of my favorite hacks is curbside pickup. I avoid going to the store when possible. If I do, I walk out with snacks, stuff for the kids, and things I didn't even plan to buy. Curbside pickup forces me to stick to my list, and sticking to that list keeps my money in check. These small habits protect my time, my energy, and my goal. And the best part, they don't take more than 30 minutes to do a week. If you're a single dad who's done feeling alone or overwhelmed, I built a free group to help guys like us stay focused, grow, and support each other. Use the link in the description to join us today. So let's talk about the biggest money win I've had as a parent. Cutting out daycare. If you're a parent, you already know daycare is wild. It is expensive. I used to pay thousands a year just to get a few hours of breathing room. Then I found out our local school, they had a full day pre-K. Free, $0. I immediately jumped into that. That single move saved me over $17,000. That one decision. Now, I get creative when it comes to childcare and programs. I ask the school, I check with the neighbors, I search online. There are many free summer programs and after-school clubs and even weekends where events that cost nothing. You just have to ask. You gotta do the research. So I'm frugal because I'm not afraid to spend where it matters. If my kids need school supplies or books or field trips, I immediately cover it. There's just no hesitation. I want them to enjoy school, feel included, and have what they need to thrive. I also spend on personal growth, like courses, books, coaches, tools that have helped me improve my health, my thinking, and my skills. I don't see that as expense. I see it as leverage. That knowledge pays me back in confidence, in opportunity, and in peace. Being frugal isn't about never spending, it's about spending with purpose. Here's what I say to any parent thinking about living more frugal. You're not missing out. You're leveling up. Most people spend money trying to look like they're winning. New stuff, new photos, fake peace, but you're actually building something real. Don't let anyone call you boring just because you're intentional. You're being wise. You're playing the long game. And within a year, you're going to be miles ahead of everybody. So start small, pick one thing you don't need, cut it, use that money to buy your freedom. This lifestyle isn't always easy, but it's always worth it, especially when you got kids watching how you move. Live frugal, live clear, and live free. Being frugal gave me peace. We don't need more things in our life. It's okay to be content with what we already have. Drop a comment below and share one thing you're ready to stop spending money on, then click on this next video to keep moving forward.